Speeding. So how's it going, my man?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Man, love watching you in this movie.
Thank you.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to be a part of this? This is like one of the cooler franchises you can be a part of.
It is, man. It's got such a special feeling because it's something I grew up with. You know, it's just such a part of. You know, I was thinking about it. It's, you know, Bond has been around so long that it's not really a part of American culture or British culture or pop culture. It's really kind of a part of human culture. I mean, because it's such an international thing, and I don't know anybody who's not familiar with James Bond. So, like being a part of it, especially being this character, because it's such a throwback character, just makes it all that much more special. But it really is. It's a surreal feeling, man. It really is.
No, that's what's really cool about what you do, because like you're sort of like an homage to like
it totally
the heavies
is.
from back in the day.
That was the intention from right off the bat. So I think, you know, it's really cool because people who are real fans they're going to make that connection right away. And you know, I think people who don't make the connection are just going to think, God, this guy's terrifying. But I love that that was what I loved about the character. And when I talked to Sam Mendes about the character and knew what he was going for, tickled to death, man. It just turned me into a little kid. I was like, yes.
Well, you mentioned that you've been a fan since you were a kid.
Yeah.
So what would you cite as one of your favorite Bond movies from back in the day?
Goldfinger. Yeah, easily. And it's weird because, you know, I couldn't tell you the first time I saw it. I couldn't tell you the first time I ever watched a Bond film. I remember going to see Bond films in the theater, but it was Roger Moore. It was that era, because that's, you know, that was like 80s. You know, that's when I was a teenager, I was a young man.
Right, that's when you were growing up.
But he's not my Bond. My Bond is Sean Connery. He was the guy that I remembered.
Okay.
And Daniel is what made me a fan again, because I believe in Daniel. I believe in him as Bond. I can watch him on screen, and he's just James Bond. He looks like he's been in some fights. He looks like he's had a few drinks. You can see the sex appeal in him. You see why women dig him. So I believe him. He's got every aspect covered. You know?
Yeah, and he's got that sort of weather look, so you can tell
That's
he's
what
been
I mean,
through
man.
some things.
That's what I mean.
But he's still suave enough to pull it off.
What
Yeah, but you know what's weird? Like when you watch you two, because you two have to go like toe to toe,
Right.
and you got a couple of scenes when you're
Right.
mixing it up.
Right.
Even though like you're the alleged bad guy and he's supposed to be the good guy, you two still have to have chemistry to make all that believable.
Yeah.
And you guys had that.
Yeah, we definitely we had chemistry right off the bat, and I think it came mostly from him taking a liking to me, like very early. I think he saw that I was a pretty warm-hearted person, and being welcomed by him was a big deal.
Now that had to feel good.
There has to be that comfort.
That's
level.
great validation.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be that comfort level. But I think we developed that even more so throughout the stunt training, because we got in there, we worked hard together every day. And you know, when you put in work with somebody, when you're beating the hell out of each other and nobody's complaining, you're just doing it. You're doing your job.
Right.
It just builds a whole new comfort level and a whole new respect. You know, so I think we had that.
Now, you know the Bond movies are known for shooting in some pretty exotic locales.
Yeah.
Where all did you get to shoot? And which place did you enjoy the most?
I shot London, Rome, Austria. I would say easily Rome, because we were shooting nights in Rome, and they literally shut down the streets for us. And it's one thing when you shoot at night. For some reason, everybody's just a little bit more relaxed, man. They let their hair down a little bit. You know, everybody loosens up their collars, and it's just kind of an interesting thing seeing how people's demeanors change when we're shooting at nights. But we were out on the streets of Rome, which is a beautiful city. And it was nice and warm, the weather was beautiful. And even though it looked like the streets were abandoned, there were so many people there. I mean, there were people hanging out the window. It was like a big party in Rome. So I think that was easily like my most favorite, because it's an incredible city, man.
Did you get to do anything fun in Rome or something interesting in Rome when you weren't working?
Yeah, I mean, I went to the Colosseum and I walked around the Colosseum, and I think it's weird, man, because it's one thing if you see it and you see it in movies, you even see it on TV, you see the Travel Channel go there, and it's one thing. But when you're standing there and you think about all the stuff that went on there, man, it's a different feeling. Like, it's a different feeling. It's very surreal. I mean, you feel like you're a part of history, and you can visualize, you can see it, you can feel it, man. The energy there, man. It's a special thing. You know, I was lucky because they knew we were there and they treated us well. So I had kind of free reign. I got to just walk around and just be there and spend time there and just think about some of the crazy stuff that went on there. You know, it's a special feeling.
Well, job well done in the movie, man. I really enjoyed watching you.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Man. Good luck, man. Hopefully, get to do some more stuff, man.
Definitely.